NFL playoff time, arguably one of the better times in the sports calendar. Cannot wait for this weekend. So, we are going to fill out our official predictions here, starting with the AFC and then moving over to the NFC. We're going to start in the bottom here, and I think this is one of the easier games for me to pick. And I am going to be taking New England to beat the Chargers comfortably. The Chargers O-line is just a mess right now. New England's got home field advantage, a night game. I would love to see the Chargers win. I don't think it's going to happen. So, Pats roll. The 3-6 in the AFC is the hardest one for me to predict. At first, I was thinking Buffalo. Then I flipped to Jacksonville. I'm back on Buffalo. I just think the quarterback difference, even though Trevor Lawrence has been playing the best football of his life lately, Josh Allen, it could be the year, and I think they get it done here. So that will put Buffalo in Denver for the divisional round. And then Pittsburgh, Houston. I think Houston goes into Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium, whatever it is, and gets the job done. I believe they've won 8 straight, playing fantastic football. Pittsburgh kind of snuck their way in. I don't feel too great about them. You never know, though. So I've got Buffalo, New England, and Houston advancing in the AFC. Moving over to the NFC. Chicago, Green Bay. I would love to see Chicago win. Chicago's been playing better football as of late, even though it hasn't been great football. But I think the injury-riddled Green Bay Packers with Matt LaFleur just get it done, find a way to beat Chicago like they seem to always do, and queue themselves up for a divisional round matchup against Seattle. Next, we have San Fran and Philly. I would love to see San Fran win this game, and I actually do think they will. I like how they match up. I think they get revenge from the NFC Championship a couple years ago, and San Francisco moves on. And then Carolina, Los Angeles. This is one where I'd like to see the underdog compete, but when it comes down to it, it's Bryce Young and Dave Canales against Matt Stafford and Sean McVay. It's the Rams here. So I've got Green Bay, Los Angeles, and San Francisco advancing in the wild card round. We begin the divisional round in Denver with probably the most interesting matchup we could possibly have with the Bills going out west. I don't think the Bills have enough firepower here to hang with Denver. Denver's defense is playing some phenomenal football. Home field advantage. I just don't think Josh Allen can backpack them that far through the playoffs. So got Denver moving on to the AFC Championship. And then Houston at New England should be a pretty defensive, ugly football game. And those are the kinds of football games that I think Houston can go win. They'll have just played that type of style in Pittsburgh. I think they replicate it, and Houston moves on to the AFC Championship, I think for the first time in franchise history, if I'm not wrong there. In the NFC, Green Bay at Seattle. I liked Green Bay's experience to get them past Chicago, but I don't think they can go out west and beat Seattle. One of the best home field advantages. Green Bay just doesn't quite have what they used to. A lot of injuries. So I've got Seattle moving on there. And then Los Angeles and San Fran, the Battle of California. This game will be played in Los Angeles, but San Fran will have half of the fans, if not more. Rams fans are the worst. I really don't want to see the Rams win the Super Bowl, but unfortunately, I do think they get by San Fran here. Playing in the Dome, that offense is just unbelievable right now. They've got a good pass rush as well. So the final four, I've got Houston going out to Denver and Los Angeles going up north to Seattle. I can't believe I'm going this direction, but I'm actually going to take Houston to go win at Denver. These are without a doubt the two best defenses in the NFL this regular season. They're very evenly matched teams. I just feel like Houston has something about them right now, and they are going to go win 3 road games in a row to advance to the Super Bowl in San Francisco. In the NFC, we've got Los Angeles going up to Seattle. LA and Seattle had that crazy, probably the best regular season game of the season so far. Just a few weeks ago, Seattle came back at the end and won on a 2-point conversion in overtime. I think LA gets revenge here. Like I said, I really don't want to see the Rams win the Super Bowl, but we've got Houston and LA meeting in Santa Clara. Now, this is quite an interesting Super Bowl, and I think the winner of this game would largely be dependent on the weather. Northern California in February shouldn't be bad. Maybe a bit windy. If you get some rain, that's definitely going to help Houston. If you have nice conditions, that helps LA. At this point, I got to ride with it. I got to take the Houston Texans to win their first Super Bowl, going on an unbelievable run. Big Cat would have to cut off the tip of his pinky. That'd be a lot of fun to see. He better follow through with that. If he doesn't, then he'd lose a lot of my respect. But I've got the Texans winning it all. What do you guys think of this playoff bracket, and who do you think is going to take home the Lombardi this year?